guess my drunk call, waving hands around. I'm really not that drunk. I'm kind of buzzed, actually, but I'm just weird in general. And anybody who fucking knows me knows this. I get more weird as I get more intoxicated, but I'm just weird in general, which I like because, well, it makes me me. I like being me because if I am anybody else, then it just isn't fun. It isn't enjoyable. Anyway, man cup. When I was with my ex, get some more of those going. But no, shut up. When I was with my ex, I had this cup. Let me go grab it real quick. This cup. I am extremely into skulls, and Halloween, and darkness, and that's who I am. Yeah, we'll put it up. But anyway, I didn't have a lot of stuff to me, and what I did have, I have to share with everybody. And it wasn't just the sharing part; it was the fact that it really wasn't mine. Everybody took it over. I lived with my ex and her dad and her brother. And her brother and her dad weren't really that bad. I mean, Dad kind of drove me fucking bonkers at times because it's really negative. He talks about the same shit over and over. But, you know, he's getting older. That's how people are. I mean, quite honest. When I get old, I'll probably be talking about the same shit over and over and over. I almost guarantee it because that's just how old people are. When you get old, you get stuck on a subject and you just keep going with it. And hopefully I'll pick an interesting subject when I get older. Maybe it'll be boring as hell. I don't know. But when that time comes, I hope my kids will understand that, you know, I'm just getting old. And I'm going to get a cane, and I'm going to make sure I have a lawn. And when no one, absolutely no one, is on my lawn, I'm going to go out there and yell at the top of my lungs, "Get off my lawn!" And then when my neighbors come around and be like, "There's nobody on your lawn," I'm going to be like, "Get off my lawn!" Because I think it'd be freaking hilarious, because I'm like, that guy's batshit crazy. Like, what the fuck? But, anyway, makeup. I had this cup for a very long time. It was the only thing that was really just mine. And anytime she would use it, it would irritate me. I used to think I loved her a lot. And I did. For a long time, that whole love thing I told you, I did that for her. But when you get treated so bad for so long, you really start loving those persons. You can't be unconditional anymore because they're not treating you the same love. And that's another thing maybe I forgot to touch on, but when you're in a relationship, and maybe that's more for a relationship one, you have to have the same, I hope this mic can hear me, you have to have the same mutual feelings going on. Because if you love them with all your heart and they don't love you, it isn't gonna fucking work because they don't fucking love you. There's a friend of mine that I see this in, the same person I'm crazy about. And it's not just because I'm crazy about, because honestly, if they were with a person that treated them right, I'd be more willing to back down. A lot more. Now, obviously, at this point, I don't have a lot of choice in the matter. It's one of those things when you're, like I said, talking about the hero thing, you just gotta let them do it. I hate watching my friend hurt. You've been a very good friend to me. And I only hope I've been as much of a friend to her. Luckily I have my aunt, my uncle, my brother, and my sisters to help me out with. Remember to be myself and not worry all the time, because I can become a real worrywart. I have that innate hero personality that wants to take on everybody's problems and make them my own and worry about everything. And coming from the background I came from, dealing with my ex, made me worry even more and stress out about over everything. I have fucking back problems. So when I stress, it tenses up my muscles, and then my back starts killing me, and my neck starts killing me. And there's times I can't even fucking get out of bed because it hurts so bad. But lately, since I've been away from her, it's gotten a lot better. I can at least get out of bed. And most of the time, it doesn't hurt too bad. There are days when it hurts pretty bad, but I can still get out of bed. I haven't had an experience like that in a very long time. This is gonna be long as hell, but you know, I really don't fucking care. I can always break it up into parts. More of my thoughts, blah blah blah. Man cup. Back to man cup, because I never finished my story. But anyway, this man cup is mine. And I kept it for like forever. I still had that, like I showed you. But I live above a daycare. I love the kids there. There's a few kids that you just like, oh my god, listen to me. All kids are like that, but some of them are more than others. But my cousin and a few other people were like tickling me or something, and I smacked my cup and knocked it on the ground and cracked it, so I can't drink out of it anymore. This is my cup. Like, I use almost always this cup all the time. Only time I don't use this cup is when it needs washed and I just put it in the sink and I'm too lazy to do dishes right at the particular time. But I broke it, so now I can't use it anymore. Or I cracked it, I should say. So it leaks. But I still keep it for display, and I still keep it because it's my original man cup. I call it the man cup because it's mine. And she never considered me a real man, but I knew I was. I was a good man. I was there for her, I loved her. She didn't do the same for me, and it hurts. And I used to be really pissed off at her. Really pissed off at her. I used to hate her with every bone in my body. Just like several people, but one night I was in the shower, turned off all the lights, just soaked in the darkness, you know. Like I said, I'm not a person that relates to light, and light and darkness are not necessarily evil or good or whatever. That's a bunch of bullshit. Darkness is usually used to represent evil, but it's a representation. It's not the actual fact. If you believe in Christianity, if you're one of those people, because there's people that usually have a problem with it. Think about this, okay? From a Christian's point of view, you're a Christian that I'm talking to because you're the one that's probably having a problem with this. God made everything right. Light, dark, night, day. The land, everything. Why is dark evil? Why is night evil? It's not. It's used as a representation because a good portion of people, maybe not anymore, but back in the day, a good portion of people preferred the light. But there are those who like the dark. And there are many animals who are nocturnal. God created all of those. So does that make the night evil? Does that make darkness evil? No. In fact, that proves it's not. It's just a different personality, a different set of traits. And this light blinding me is driving me nuts, but you can't see my face if I don't turn it on. But anyway, I had this cup. Broke it. So, went to the dollar store, purchased another one, has a skull on it. See? Makeup. And I take it almost everywhere with me. Now, I have no idea what the fuck I was talking about. I'm just having fun kind of just chatting from the camera. Because it's kind of like a personal journal. Maybe I'll never put this on the show. Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever I feel. Honestly, I think I'm gonna play some games tonight. I was playing fucking Borderlands. The game fucking kicks ass, dude. Dude, I saw a movie tonight. Fucking kick-ass. Badass fucking movie. Like, I would never let my kids watch this. Until they're 18, I would not let my kids watch this. But it is kick-ass. Like, I'm debating on watching it again, because this is fucking awesome. Like, it's got the comedy, and it's got the fucking action, and it's about fucking superheroes. I'm a fucking nerd, so I mean, come on. How am I gonna not like superheroes? The only superhero I don't really care for is Superman. Because Superman is an overpowered, like, he's almost like a god. And the only other person I can actually like that's like that is fucking Goku from Dragon Ball Z. But Goku gets fucking owned all the time. So I'm okay with it. But then he comes back and beats the living shit out of him. And it's such a repetitive show. Like, it's the same shit over and over and over. But as me being this kind of brute, barbarian kind of person, I just fucking love it. Because it's just people beating the shit out of each other. I'm like, fuck yeah, do it again. But a really great show. I love this show. I've gotten several people to like this show, and my sister got me to like the show, and I thought it was going to be totally fucking stupid. But I watched it, and it's fucking epic. It's Avatar: The Last Airbender. The movie, I haven't watched it, but from what I hear, it's totally shit. A totally fucking shit movie. Because they botched everything. There's a character in the show called Sokka, who's like the comedian of the fucking show. Like, he's fucking hilarious. And then, according to what I've been heard about the movie, he's the most serious person there. I'm like, oh my god. Sorry, God. Like, what the fuck? He's the comedian, and now he's the... Who the fuck does that? Like, you botched the fucking show. I hate that and shit. Like, when you watch a fucking movie made off a book or a show and they botch it so bad, it's fucking terrible. And when they do bad acting and shit, that makes it so much worse. Like, Percy Jackson. I can actually respect that movie, even though it botched the storyline terribly, and it just drives me nuts, and I hate that about that movie. I just do not like that about that movie. It makes me almost want to hate it, but they had badass acting. The acting was excellent. So the movie's saved for me because the acting was really good. Aragon, that movie was shit. Total fucking shit. I watched that movie. Book was excellent. I watched the movie. Total shit. The acting was shit. The fucking storyline was botched beyond imagination. It was garbage. Total fucking garbage. From what I read of the Harry Potter and watched the movies, they weren't too bad. They were a little bit botched, I believe. I have to reread them, but I'm not very good at reading. I should listen to books on tape because it's easier. But I've been getting into a few books lately. One I'm reading particularly now, which I need to read the first book, but I don't have it. I only have the second book. It's called the God of Mischief. Apparently the first book was called The Printer's Devil, or The Devil's Printer, or something like that. But it's pretty interesting. I've been reading. It's pretty good. Anyway, I just like talking in front of the camera. Maybe I'm vain. I'm a vain asshole. A vain asshole. Nice. Oh yeah, I was going to go on about Connor's and me's fucking comedy. Okay, anybody with a weak of heart, close your ears. Me and Connor love to joke about anything and everything. This is a common thing among us. We have this constant joke going on where we're gay for one another. And I don't have a problem with gay people. I don't want people to think I'm homophobic. I was at one point because I was insecure with my own sexuality. Not that I thought I was gay or anything, but I want to be who I am and not have people unaccept me. You know, I want to be accepted for who I am, and not people constantly think I'm something else. If you're gay, be gay. I don't care.